Yes, I'll pray for you, Sam.
Any other questions?
I have another one, but I know a lot of people are waiting, so you tell me.
Let's see, because that was quick.
Yeah, the other last week I called you about miracles done by angels, and it blew my mind. I'm still trying to meditate about it.
You mean not miracles, the power that angels have?
The powers, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, in John chapter 5, I know there is a
John 5:4. Yes, that should be in the text, and it's ancient. That an angel would come and stir up the pool, and anyone who got into the pool would be healed.
Yeah. So in John, so I agree that let's say this passage is very important, and my understanding is like the angel there was like a Roman pagan god who was healing through the water, but I might be wrong. But my point is like, if even these angels were false gods, let's say my understanding at least is that they're false, they're demons. If they can heal, how can we distinguish true miracles from false miracles?
Because
in other words,
you don't base your faith on miracles. Jesus told you that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And in fact, let me repeat his question. If the demonic realm, angelic creatures, evil and good, have the power to do things that we can't do, like heal you or bring diseases or cause tsunamis or tornadoes, then how do I know a miracle is from God and how do I know a miracle is not? Because it's not the miracle, it's the message that the miracle confirms.
Of course. But
now, let me give you from the scripture this proof. I'm going to give you from scripture. God already told Israel in Deuteronomy 13, verses 1 to 10, Deuteronomy 13, verses 1 to 10, he says, if a prophet or a dreamer of dreams comes and tells you about a sign that will take place, and it takes place, it happens, like he said. It's Deuteronomy 13, verses 1 to 10. But then he tells you, come, let us go after gods that neither you nor your fathers knew. Do not listen to that prophet or dreamer of dreams, because the Lord your God is testing you, whether you're going to obey his commands. So here God is telling you, they will do a sign and wonder. It will happen. But then he's going to tell you, okay, now that I did this sign, follow me to worship other gods. No, God is testing you. Are you going to be deceived by the miracle? Or are you going to remain faithful to the commandments and the covenant that God has already established before your eyes?
That's awesome, Sam. But I'm struggling a bit, because I think in the same chapter, in the same book of John, they also say, who has ever heard of anyone healing the blind, right? So it seems to me like...
Who has healed the blind prior to the coming of Jesus?
No, exactly, no one. So my point is like, it seems to me there are some miracles that only God can do.
No, not at all. Okay. It means among all the human beings that showed up on earth, Jesus is the only human being that did the healing of the blind. Where did you get that no angelic creature has healed the blind? It's talking about Jesus, the man. They're looking at a man. And among all the prophets that came before him, they haven't seen any man prior to him, or haven't heard any man prior to him healing the blind. But who told you that demons can't cause you to be blind and heal you? Where'd you get that from?
That's awesome, Sam. Yeah, that clarifies it. Thank you very much.
No.
Yes.
And by the way, now that Jesus came and did these miracles, he now says that the disciples would do the same miracles that he did. In fact, open up Matthew 10. So it wasn't only Jesus who did miracles. When he did the miracle of healing, opening blind eyes, he then gave the disciples that power.
Right.
Matthew 10, verses 1 to 8.
Right. Do I need to read it, though?
No, I mean, if you want me to read it for you, right, go ahead.
Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out impure spirits and to heal every disease and sickness. These are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew. James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James, son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions. Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any town of the Samaritans. Go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. As you go, proclaim this message. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give.
So they're doing the miracles of Jesus, right?
Yes, the exactly same miracle, yeah.
Okay. Freely you receive, freely you shall give, right?
Yeah.
And then what does he say in John 14:12? He says, truly I say to you, he who believes in me shall do the same works I have been doing, but a greater number of these, for us I go to the Father, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Or
greatly
even
numbered.
raising the dead. Now, because when Jesus comes, now he gives you the authority and the power to do the miracles he's been doing. So, no, it's not that demons can't do the miracle of, healing the blind, because they can strike you with blindness, like glaucoma. You go blind and heal you of it through
Right.
someone to deceive you. That what they're talking about is up until this time, we have no record in Old Testament history of anyone prior to this giving sight to the blind.
Okay, makes much clearer. Thank you very much, Sam. Yeah.
So is that clear now?
Yeah, it's awesome because I struggle a little bit with all these texts and you clarified it. So thank you very much.
So you excellent questions, brother. I'm very proud of you because that means you're studying deeply. Pray I can walk worthy of the Lord and be a doer of his word. All right,
Yes,
brother?
I pray for you, your daughter, Sam. Thank you again. Yeah.
Take care.
Bye-bye.